Good morning, my friends. I am talking today about the Floundering founder. Yes, Meghan's podcast. And let's see, the verdict is in. Set your course. She just, it says have a plan. I don't know that she does have a plan. She does. Her plan was Harry. There he is, the ginger pet. That was her plan. She had no plan beyond Harry. How are all you all today, my lovely friends? Thank you for your wonderful messages on yesterday's video. And if you do like this channel, please do like the video and do subscribe because it really helps me out. Let's see. Investigate. Remember, she said, I didn't Google my husband. I didn't know what the job entailed. Who believes that for a single hot second? And almost win prizes. Yeah, she just, again, trading off the backs of her guests, trying to be successful or appear successful by association with her guests. And then in the end, just making it all about her. All about her. Princess Catherine had an issue during her pregnancy, so now suddenly Meghan claims, all these years later, to have had that postpartum preeclampsia, which I will read on in another video. But this is about the female founders' uncertainty. She's just not sure what to do next, and this is also the uncertainty as a podcast host. She just doesn't know how to do it. She doesn't know what questions to ask, and it's a pity because that lady that she had that founded Bumble, she could really have given us some insight. I would have wanted to know, what is the dating world like in the digital age? Why did she come up with the idea to have this Bumble after she was, I think she co-founded Tinder or something like that. I don't know her backstory. And in the beginning of the podcast, Meghan says, oh, well, everybody knows what you've done. That's well known. We don't have to go over it again. Well, no, not everybody knows. I didn't know. I still don't know. Mortality. The death card. Yeah, she can't go on like this. She really can't go on. The more she reveals to us through her social media and through her podcasts, the more people are going to realize just how boring she is. And for Meghan, the ultimate insult will be if nobody is interested in her. And so she had a good chance with this podcast, but all it is poison. Poison. It's all about her. She's poisoning her own well. She could have done so well with this. Why didn't she have Dr. Sophie Chandulka on? She could have let Sophie talk about how she came from a country like Zimbabwe to become an international lawyer, employed by Meta and places like that. That's what Facebook is now called. But no, she needs to make it all about her. And look, there's her favourite friends. There's her favourite friends. So it's just her and her friends, look at that, patting each other on the head. And I thought this was supposed to be about business. And now suddenly she's talking about, oh, I had this thing with my pregnancy. No need to fear. Meghan thinks she's too big to fail. She thinks she's too famous to fail. She thinks that her association with the royal family means that she cannot fail. But look at this, in the upside down. Nurture communication, but it's in the upside down. She could nurture her guests, but she chooses not to. Painting the roses red. This is a card all about changing the narrative to suit you. So as soon as she hears somebody else's story, she comes onto it and she makes it her own story. So this lady that she spoke with, I can't even remember her name, the Bumble lady, she had this pregnancy difficulty. Now suddenly Meghan is painting her story to match. There's so much that Meghan does that she doesn't seem to have her own personality. She just wants to mirror what somebody else is doing. The choices in the upside down. I had no choice. Remember in the Oprah interview when Harry said, well, we have to sign up with Netflix because the royal family won't support us financially anymore. She has no choice. She has to go out and merge her kids because the royal family won't support her. Keeping up, and it's in the upside down. There was a time when Meghan and Harry were wildly popular. but no longer. The time has passed because their true natures have shown. They didn't really want to leave the royal family and do good. They wanted to leave the royal family and destroy the royal family. And look at that. There we go. I want to be queen, but it's in the upside down. So many of us have speculated for many years that Meghan's main goal was to be queen. And she's realized with the ginger pet she can't be queen. And who has the false impression that they can be the queen if they're not married to the next in line? Although famously there was a rumor that she had said, "Oh, we're only one plane crash away from the crown," meaning, oh, if William's family were in a plane crash, then her and Harry would be next up. But it looks from this card like she's given up wanting to be the actual Queen of England, although I'm sure she still harbours some of that. But she wants to show that she's better than everybody else. So if she can't be the top dog in the royal family, she wants to be famous, and this is her podcast, her way of doing it. And now on the bottom side of the deck is this card here, growing up, and it's in the upside down, growing up. And there's Meghan, and there's the ginger pet Harry, and they just need to grow up. They need to grow up and stop whining about their situation in life. Oh, nobody taught me the national anthem. Do you think anybody who has a job gets handed it on a platter? No, we all have to do research. We all have to upskill ourselves. And if that was her biggest challenge, learning the national anthem, then she's lucky. Also, grow up. You were an actress. You used to learn lines for a living. And it was an issue for you that nobody handed you on a silver platter what the wording of the national anthem is? Good grief. The two of them just need to grow up. The world is sick of their constant whining when they're probably two of the most privileged people on earth. And that's the truth. So what do you all think of that? Please let me know in the comments. I love to read your comments. Remember to like if you do and subscribe if you haven't. And may the angels walk with you now and always. Oh, and also, remember, I have my weekly live card reading, which is on in roughly 24 hours time from the time that I'm posting this. If you want to always know when my free card readings are, they're usually every weekend. And you can click on my channel name and then click on the word live, and it will tell you when the next one is scheduled. So please come along, and if you ask your question in the chat, you just type it into the chat. If I have time, I will do a free live reading, a free live card reading for you. So please come along to that, and invite your friends. And have a fantastic weekend if I do not see you on my live.